all up about 9 months to complete Sovereign Hope from the very beginning to the end. I started out writing Sovereign Hope without really realizing that I should have plotted out my chapters and things like that beforehand. I kind of just ran at it headlong and desperately wanted to get all of my thoughts down, you know, before I lost all of these amazing scenes that I'd imagined in my head. And that kind of led to me getting sidetracked and a little lost along the road occasionally, and I ended up with a manuscript that was about 40,000 pages, 40,000 words, too long, pages. So I spent a long time rewriting Sovereign Hope, basically, and I learned my lesson that I really did with plotting and how important it is exactly to specifically write down and stick to events in chapters and things like that, so that you don't get waylaid and end up writing fantastical things that shouldn't be happening, basically. So yeah, it took me about 9 months, and that included getting the editing done and things like that, and getting that sent away to Alexis Arendt. And with Eternal Hope, I sat down and plotted out my chapters and did everything the way that I was supposed to do it, and it took me about 2 months. So it's away being edited now. So yeah, you can see the difference that makes. That's a really tough question. I know it's a tough question because I've been asked before and I've spent a long time thinking about it, and I've never really come up with someone that I've immediately gone, yes, that is Daniel or that is Farley, you know. I've been running a really kind of fun operation on my blog site called Operation Find Daniel, which has been hilarious and just really, really awesome. And a lot of the girls who have participated in my blog tour have thrown in with me, and we've been trying to find the perfect model to pose as Daniel on the cover of Eternal Hope. And that's really emphasized to me how different people see characters differently, because all of these lovely women have been sending me these absolutely smoking hot pictures of guys that they think look like Daniel, and none of them look like the Daniel that I have in my head. So well, that's not true, a couple of them do, but yeah, it's just really emphasized that everyone's imagination is so different, and who most of my readers imagine Daniel to be is probably completely different to the person that I see when I think about him. So I don't know, I thought for a while that Kit Harington, who plays Jon Snow in Game of Thrones, was a good candidate for Daniel, but I don't know anymore. I just think that Daniel's a little bit rougher than Kit Harington. I don't know, he's a good looking actor, but maybe I'm wrong, maybe he's perfect. I'd love to know what other people think, you know. I really want to know who everyone else thinks should be playing Daniel in a movie if it were ever made. And for Farley, I don't know, I heard that they were considering Phoebe Tonkin from The Secret Circle as Isabel Lightwood for the City of Bones movie that's being made, and that was really, really excellent casting. I think she'd be a great Isabel, but I think she'd be a great Farley too. So I don't know, what does everyone else think? Yeah, originally I'd planned that there would be 3 books in the Hope series, but I'm kind of torn now between maybe there's a 4th in me, I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about the book that I'd plotted out as the Last Hope, which was the last book in the series, but there seems to be so much left between the final events of that book and what's happened at the end of Eternal Hope, so I'm kind of thinking that I might have to create a 4th version to insert it between those two, because it would be a real shame to rush the events of the series and to not have a sort of nicely rounded ending to everything. So it's looking like it's going to be 4 at the moment. I love doing origami. It's been teaching me patience and persistence, and it seems to be paying off, so that was time well spent. Definitely worth all the paper cuts. And I'm also an avid photographer. I'm not very good at the moment, but I'm hoping to change that one day. I'm just about to start the 365-day challenge of a picture a day, so that'll be going up on my website and people can laugh at me from there. No, I don't have any weird writing habits. I know a lot of authors do. I've heard of people standing on their heads for a few minutes before they go and work so that the blood's flowing to their brains, but I don't know, maybe I should try that. Maybe it would work out for me. The only thing I really have to do is get up and have a shower, you know, and I do that most days anyway, so my writing days aren't that much different to any other. I just come in and get my work done, basically. I know a lot of people have playlists that they listen to, but I can't do that. I can't deal with any music or any distractions really, so I work in a pretty silent room most of the time. Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry. No weirdness here. My favourite book kind of changes from day to day, you know, depending on how I'm feeling. A lot of people have been asking me that, and it's been hard because I've been having to say the same book to be consistent, but I don't want to be consistent. I want to be able to change my mind. I've been saying to everybody that my favourite book is American Gods by Neil Gaiman, and it's definitely one of my favourite books, but it literally just depends on a day-to-day basis. You know, some days I'll wake up and be in a really soppy mood and want to read romance, and that doesn't normally happen, but I've read some brilliant indie contemporary romance novels over the past few weeks, like Slammed by Colleen Hoover and Easy by Tamara Webber, which was amazing, and of course Beautiful Disaster by Jamie Maguire. So if anyone out there hasn't read those 3 books, they should definitely get them right away.